Sports Hub, ThePapare.com. We are live from the Racecourse International Stadium in Colombo. This is the FA Cup semi-final, second clash for today between the two arch rivals. Saunders SC, the 21 times FA Cup champions. Saunders against Renown SC. Kick-off at 5 p.m. We apologize for the delay in video. In the first semi-final, it was Army SC who won the match 1-0, exacting revenge from last year's semi-final. From Colombo FC, the defending champions, beaten 1-0 by a Sajid Kumar goal. In this first half, defensive lapse. This will prove to be a cracker. The crowd is packed into the Racecourse International Stadium, inside and around as well. And with the lights coming on, it will add to the spectacle here at the Racecourse as Saunders kicks off. Shanu Kairanga to Niagaran Udes, the towering centre-back for Saunders. And I'm sure Saunders will have no trouble in dealing with those crosses and corners. Isn't it, Joe, joining me in commentary for this second match? Very good evening to you, Joe.
Very good evening to you, Nawad, and all to all our spectators tuning in to the second semi-final after a cracker of a first game. Although it was just one goal which decided the tie, it was an end-to-end affair, and this too is proving to be a cracker with the atmosphere built up beautifully. With both teams cheered onto the field by both set of spectators. They are certainly expecting an absolute spectacle today. And also, not to forget, Saunders in the semi-finals after a huge absence will certainly want to go all the way. It's fielding one of their strongest teams in recent past. And as we see, Traore Mohamed, one of their star players in this year's competition, is weaving past a few defenders, and the renowned skipper able to get a foot in and trying to calm things down and get into the game, as he's tussling past Niresh, one of the few youngsters in this Saunders team, and has mentioned this promises to be a really 50-50 affair with both teams heavily packed with talent and experience. So it's a matter of which team seizes the initiative, and as of now it is Saunders with the early possession and a hopeful ball straight into the hands of the keeper. Certainly is a beautiful game in the making. It's a lovely ball in front, all the way from behind, to hoping to get on to the end of the renowned striker.
Yes, indeed, as you were saying, Joe, one of the best teams that Saunders have put together in the recent past. Even though they are 21 times FA Cup champions, the last time they came into the final was in 2007, in which they were beaten. So almost a decade has gone by for them to come into a semi-final. And for Renown, they have what I would call one of the best midfields in the country, with Mohammad Rizni, Fazul Rahman, the experienced Sri Lanka player, midfielder, with the skipper, number 7, Mohammad Rifnas, the brother of Rizni, together with Fazal. As Niresh puts in a cross, partially cleared away. Now Traore Mohamed still has it. Going up against Francis Agbeti. Calls for a foul on Renown. And gets a corner for Saunders, the first one of the match, and the crowd comes alive.
Excellent physical strength by Traore Mohamed after Niresh whipped in a beautiful ball. Again, a short corner worked as Krishant Abesekar tries to whip in a ball from the left-hand side, wins another corner, and seems like Saunders have started on the front foot from the word go, gathering a bit of momentum here with their second corner of the game. This time it's a long corner to the far post. It's a keeper tries to deal with it, and a snapshot again dealt with by the keeper. The third consecutive corner as the crowd are getting into this game, backing their team Saunders. And certainly the crowds will play the 12th man's role, with both teams heavily packed with huge amount of spectators who have gathered here for this second semi-final. Partially cleared, and now Renown have the opportunity of a counter-attack. Held back by Niresh, but the ball still with the Renown players. Lovely ball squared across, but very calmly defended by the Saunders player, who was the last man in front of their goalkeeper.
This is where Renown is the most dangerous on the counter-attack. Slick passing, 1-2 passing. And that's where Saunders need to look out for. And if this midfield gets settled, there's no stopping. Like Fazul, Rifnaz, Fazal and Rizni.
Saunders trying to give very little space and time for this very experienced Renowned midfield. Certainly seems to be the ploy, not allowing them to settle down. As we see the Saunders centre-back Yudish dealing with yet another Renowned attack, squaring the ball wide towards the right where Traore Mohammed is playing. Again, trying to come up with something. Krishant Abesekara was the intended target, unfortunately wasn't found. And here come Renown, who are deadly in the counter-attack, have the experience and the legs to make any team in this year's competition pay. As we have seen throughout the competition, they have made a lot of inroads with this counter-attack. Quick throw-in taken by Krishant Abesekara. Taken the ball back. Now whipping in the ball from the right. It's a lovely ball for the edge. Slightly on top of him, the keeper punches the ball away towards his defender. Calmly dealt with. Here they come again with the Renowned skipper. Calling the shots from the middle. One of the most experienced players on the field for Renown.
Renown in their blue and whites. Prasad Yogaraja, Fazul. His pass going straight to Chanu Keranga. Now Abdul Mohammed, who is tackled, who is fouled rather by Fazul.
Abdul Mohammed is the winner from the quarter-final. The only man who was able to breach the Blue Star defense regardless of the opportunities Saunders managed to create. Again, a crunching tackle on Krishant Abesekara, but the free kick is awarded towards the opposite end, claiming the fact that Mohammed Rifnas was previously fouled by Krishant Abesekara prior to the challenge thrown in on him. As Renown start again from the back. This experienced midfield will try to see most of the ball in this second half in attempts to create a lot of opportunities for up front for Renown. Job Michael, their lone striker up front, also known for his physical ability and skill in terms of scoring goals. He also hasn't had a bad tournament. Again, a beautiful ball. Looking for Niresh, but dealt with, but latched on by Niresh, who tries to take on a shot slightly wide of target. Again, Saunders making their intentions very clear in these first few exchanges.
Still, neither side has settled down to the match. Saunders, see. Now, Sanoj Samir tussling with Fazul Rizni. Ball to Fazal, who has been in exceptional form throughout the last couple of months, as Traore Mohammed just breezes past Rizkan into the box, one-on-one with the keeper, but Mohammed Usman does really well, the former Sri Lanka under-19s goalkeeper, coming out and saving the day for Renown. Ominous signs for Mohammed Rizkan, who is playing at left back for Renown. Traore Mohammed just breezing past as if there was no Rizkan playing at left back.
Certainly gifted with a lot of pace, the Saunders attack, with Abed Mohammed in the middle, also able to easily breeze past a lot of defenders, as he has done in the few games he has played. But the cause for concern is the fact that he's nursing a shoulder injury, which was aggravated during the pre-quarters and the quarterfinals, which forced him to be substituted. So a lot of eyes will be on that situation, as well as he's known to aggravate his shoulder with the slightest impact. Certainly one of the players Saunders want in the field throughout the 90 minutes, as the Renown attack has been cut short with an offside flag. Certainly yet to stamp the authority on this game. Still not settled in by the looks of it.
That's an opportunity gone begging for Renown out of nowhere. Fazul Rahman putting on the pressure. And even though Job Michael looked to have been an offside position, there was no call. And on the turn he shot but straight at the upright. And Dumidu Hettiarachi, who looked none too pleased, gets a yellow card for what I believe to be some verbal abuse.
A lot of protest went in that referee's decision to keep play rolling, clearly showing his misagreement with the referee. He's still not happy with the decision. Consequently, the only thing he received was a yellow card, which could prove to be costly since it's a very early yellow card. A lot of the game yet to be played, especially in a defensive position. Most of the players are under the threat of these vibrant attacking play from both sides to be coming towards them. So receiving a caution this early could prove costly to the Saunders defense. We have to see how costly it would be as Krishanta Abesekara tries to get on to the end of a lovely ball intended towards him, but had a bit more than what he expected as the ball rolls past him for a throw in lovely feet by the Renowned player in midfield. Ball ricochets towards Niresh. Abed Mohammed squares the ball through. Shanta Abesekara again found short with the intended pass. Lovely foot kept across, and again the pass promised a lot yet didn't deliver as expected. Saunders again coming from their own half to build an attack. Traore Mohammed with the support towards his right decides to cut in field.
Fouled by Rifnaz on the opposite skipper, Sanoj Samira.
Interesting battle between Mohammad Rifnaz and Sanoj Samira in midfield. Certainly will have a huge say in the game as to who comes on top of that tussle. Both skippers in midfield trying to make things happen for both their teams. Yet it's evident that whoever comes on top will eventually prove to be the winner of this game, as that's one of the key positions for both teams.
It's interesting, Joe. Once again, Suntaraj Niraj is been played at wider role, not in his usual central position where he's the most effective. Sri Lanka under-19 player.
I think they have given the preference to Abed Mohammed in that position, sending Niresh out wide. Certainly having a lot of faith in Sundaraj Niresh's pace and lovely right foot he has in whipping in those balls from the left-hand side. Certainly has provided a lot of opportunities during this year's competition. As we see Renown again, the sluggish outfield making it a bit tough for the players to keep hold of the ball as they would expect. In Krishanta Abesekara trying to feed Traore Mohammed on the right, unable to do so. Mohammad Rifnaz in a crunching challenge by his opposite number. Referee allows play to go on. Again, heavy challenge. This time the referee has blown the whistle for a free kick.
Now Dimitra Priyadarshana with some space puts in a cross towards the far post, and no one was there to take advantage of it as it goes out.
Disappointing delivery. I think they expected a lot more from the player there with the time and space he had, but unfortunately he wasn't able to find his teammates. The ball was completely out of the reach of most of the attackers in the box for another Saunders goal kick. Traore Mohammed yet again taking on a few defenders. Certainly not afraid to keep the ball on his feet and dance his way past some of the defenders. Very young and vibrant winger providing his services for Saunders FC. A huge asset in their armory this year. As we see again, Job Michael getting on to the ball. Certainly playing a little deeper than he expects himself to be positioned. Probably to see most of the ball which hardly has arrived to his feet. Again, showing the early inroads made by the Saunders players as Renown are yet to settle into this game in a way that they would expect themselves to. Again, the ball has been stolen away from Job Michael, but Mohammed whipping the ball square towards Sundaraj Nilesh to the left. And it's a Saunders skipper now out wide. Again, giving the ball back to Sundaraj Nilesh. Tussling with his defender. Excellent ball, squared across. But the offside flag has gone against Traore Mohammed. But yet again, he found himself in between both the defenders who were caught off guard. So the offside flag coming into their aid in that occasion, but certainly they have to be more alert to the threat that Traore Mohammed possesses in such positions.
This is an encounter which you would see the past, the present and the future of Sri Lanka football with Fazul Rahman, Krishant Abesegara, Dumindu Hettiarachchi, the veterans playing for either sides. And the present, what I would call Mohammad Rifnaz, then Fazal Mohammed and Sanoj Samira. While the future, the Sri Lanka under-19 players, the Rasik Rishad for Saunders, the goalkeeper, coming back into play after missing the quarterfinal due to Sri Lanka under-19 duties. Then Farud Faiz and Mohammad Humaid on the bench for Renown. So a lot of talent, mixture of youth and experience on display here today at the Racecourse International Stadium in this FA Cup 2016 second semi-final as Fazal commits a foul.
A lot of talent on offer for Renown, who have a very heavy bench racked up against Saunders, but Saunders on the other hand will back the 11 on the field at the moment to do the job for them in the 90 minutes unless they are required off the bench. As we see again, Traore Mohammed trying to dance his way past into midfield and try to launch a shot, but wasn't able to do so. Again, a goal kick launch in front. Job Michael being shoved away by Udes, the fullback for Saunders. Quick to apologize to his opposite player. Yet it's a free kick for Renown on the defensive half as Lelum joins me in commentary. Certainly a good start for Saunders, Lelum.
Good afternoon, rather good evening, Joe, and good evening to all the viewers joining around the globe on www.thepapare.com. Yes, Saunders getting off to Not a flyer, but a considerable good start.
Again, questions being asked by the referee, but referee says nothing doing. Waves play on, but again a heavy challenge flying in. Yet another yellow card being dished out, so the referee is certainly not holding things back here. Not unlike the first semi-final where the referee seemed to have a lot of control over the game and was contained with a few harsh words towards the players, but this time around the referee is dishing out the cautions considering the fact that this is a heavyweight tussle, and he certainly wants the players to play within the spirit of the game. Both teams have one player each being booked in this first half. The ball is hurled forward towards Prior Mohammed, headed away by the renowned defender for a throw-in for Saunders.
That itself predicts how much of a cracker this will be with the time advancing on. Saunders getting a foot on it, chasing the ball down, but unfortunately just rolling over out of sidelines. Tarori Mohammed, who was behind the ball, and what a crowd it is, Joe, turning on a weekday to watch this all-important second semi-final of the FA Cup Championship 2016.
Both teams certainly have a lot of backing from the spectators. They have been cheered from the moment they stepped onto the field, even before a ball was kicked. Surely there's a lot at stake here for both teams, especially Saunders entering the semi-final phase after a long absence. Will certainly want to make the most of the opportunity they have had this year. They have one of the strongest squads in this year's competition. Certainly would want to put that to play.
Saunders once again in possession. Tarori Mohammed just behind the ball looking for options. Over the top, just outside the box. Saunders now. Can they convert it into a scoring opportunity? But unfortunately, Renown coming well in defence.
Krishant Abesekara yet again trying to find Sundar Rajniresh on the left, who was given a bit of space, but unfortunately for Niresh wasn't able to find that telling pass into the penalty box, as we see the Saunders defence clearing their lines yet again. Again, a quick throw in taken, but lines are cleared again. Job Michael hardly has been able to get into the game except for that early chance, which came from a nightmare moment from the Saunders defence, as we see one of the defenders hitting the floor. Possibly a clash of heads. Yet the referee has still not, the referee has spotted the infringement, has called some assistance from the Saunders bench. Possibly a head injury.
Not what Saunders would have expected if the player has to be stretched out in the heat of this game. It was quite upset created in the first semi-final as Colombo FC, the defending champions, were ruled out from this year's FA Cup Championship as Sri Lanka Army came on top, courtesy of Sajid Kumar, who scored that goal in the 90th minute, and that goal itself took them all the way back home, winning the game. Colombo FC will be very disappointed.
Colombo FC, who have been a goal-scoring machine throughout this year's competition, unable to find that one goal as an equalizer after going down as early as the 19th minute. But yet again, I think credit goes to the Army defence. At moments weren't convincing, yet got the job done, hung in there throughout the 90 minutes, and I guess they did what had to be done from their part, making sure that they kept out the Colombo FC offence. As we see Renown again, a loose pass after creating an opening. Star Mohammed dances past one man, runs into the second man, and again
goes down holding his thigh. Doesn't look comfortable enough as the skipper from the opponent side too goes down, knocks on himself. Rifnas, Mohammed Rifnas, wearing the number 7 jersey, dressed in sky blue for Renown SC. who's leading the side up front. Tarori Mohammed sends it back, slowing things down, back to skipper Saunders. Now back to Tarori Mohammed, who's racing past with a lot of space. One-on-one situation, wins it, beats the second man as well. Back to the skipper, into the box, and headed away safely into the hands of the goalkeeper as he makes no mistake in collecting it quite cleanly. It's a change of voices in commentary as Ashwin Das joins with me. Good evening, Ashwin.
Good evening, Lelum, and to all our viewers as well. It's been a cagey start to the game, but neither team being able to manufacture any clear-cut chances. As Saunders now in possession, back to Sanud Samira. But neither team has really wanted to take any additional risk as Rizney on that occasion trying to play through Job Michael, but unable to do so. As I was saying, neither team really committing too many men forward. Keen to just feel out their opponents as here's a good chance for Saunders. It's squared. And Traore Mohammed shoots straight at the keeper. But offside called. Great move there by Saunders, creating that chance on the left-hand side. Nice 1-2. And Sundara Niresh heavily involved in that move. But maybe he should have taken it on himself instead of squaring it to Traore Mohammed.
It will be a free kick here for Renown. Has been quite at the back foot at the start of the game in comparison to Saunders, who've got on to a considerable good start. But as Ashwin very rightly mentioned, they've not been able to get clear-cut opportunities, failing to convert the opportunities they got into scoring opportunities as well. But a lot of time still remaining in this game.
Betty takes the free kick away as it's now back with Saunders, Sajid Dharmapala to Traore Mohammed. He's faced by Riz Khan. Can't get past him and works it back to midfield. Krishanta Besekar, a nice turn there. And Riz Khan eventually gets it clear. But Saunders really, his last 5 minutes, they've put the Renown defence under considerable pressure. As Traore Mohammed's cross, Betty is the first to it. And here's Michael. Fails to clear it. It's Sundara Niresh on the left-hand side. But Francis too strong and too smart for him. And sees the ball behind for a goal kick. Here's Fazal for Renown. First time pass from Prasad Yogaraja. Can't find Rizney. It's dribbled away by the centre-back Nyanggo Raziudas. Here he's again. Chip ball towards Traore Mohammed. One-on-one with Rizkan. Gets across him and foul called by the referee. I thought he was looking for the foul on that occasion. Clever play by the winger. And a great opportunity for Saunders to go one up with this free kick on the edge of the Renown box.
It's Abesekar and the skipper who's behind the ball. Probably Abesekar will take in charge to get and launch this most important set piece, which they've got at the early start of the game. And not the best that you have expected. Disappointing effort by Saunders.
Yes, an absolutely terrible free kick given the circumstances. Hit it straight into the middle of the ball, but Sanoj Samira with the second time ball in. Decent ball, but asking too much of Niresh on that occasion. Saunders in possession again. Cross in, finds Krishant Abesekara, goes for the chip and hits the crossbar. A great effort there by Krishant Abesekara. Got it past the goalkeeper, but just denied by the crossbar on that occasion. The best chance of the half for Saunders so far.
Well, he just made up for that mistake he did in that free kick set piece. But unfortunately, crossbar coming in between both the ball and the goal. On the counter, the ball safely in the hands of goalkeeper. Not much mistake done there by him.
Saunders very much in the ascendancy. Here they come again. Renown steal it back. Rather late challenge by Sanoj Samira. Referee waves play on. Fazal finds Michael. Rifnaz. But Nyong'o Raniudas dispossessing him and then puts the ball out of play as Saunders have a player down.
It'll be a throw-in for Renown SC as they will take it quickly and look to settle things down here and build up their offensive phase, which they've not been really doing it right since the start of the game. Fasal now sends it back. Through ball here, beautifully set it up. The intention was to send it to Job Michael, but unfortunately intercepted by the Saunders defense.
Yes, Renown seemed to be readying a change as Ochuko Frank seems to be warming up near this Renown bench. Here's Sundar Niresh. Finds Abdul Muhammad. Sanoj Samira. Niresh. Nice flowing move, but Renown have men behind the ball to deal with it. It's just constant pressure, wave after wave of Saunders' attack. Here's Krishant Abesekar again in the latest one of them, and he goes for the curler with the left, but can't get enough power to trouble the goalkeeper Usaman.
It's been Saunders who retained much of ball possession in this game so far, and still it's Saunders as this time. Once again, Saunders misses the opportunity on the edge.
Yes, Sundara Niresh, lovely ball to set up Abdul Muhammad, and the keeper wasn't very confident dealing with that. Just about close it behind for a corner kick, as they will make that change now. Prasad Yogaraja, the man who will be coming off, and he's going to be replaced by Ochuko Frank. Yogaraja understandably doesn't look too happy to be leaving the field in the first half of play itself. Corner curled in, it's fallen inside the box. A great opportunity. An almighty scramble and free kick given away against Renown. Probably a good thing as well, because Left back Eranga managed to get the ball over the bar from all of 1 yard out.
Back-to-back opportunities there for Saunders, and unfortunately missing out on both of them. As the goal kick comes right and falls in the middle of the attacking half for Renown. Now looking for options as they gain more pace, sends it back to their skipper, but intercepted by the defence, as it will be in favour of them for a throw-in. Renown SC making a mess of that pass, or what you would have expected with that throw-in, and with having a lot of teammates around you. A rash pass, but luckily they managed to retain possession here once again. Deemed off by the defence of Saunders SC. Skipper tries to lob it over, but intercepted once again by the Saunders SC.
Nice turn by Francis as Renown try to put together a decent spell of possession. Here's Fazul Rahman. Sets up Rifnaz here for the cross. So it dribbles past his man. This is a great opportunity, but the cross just not enough. Poor delivery given the circumstances. Ochuko Frank was wide open at the far post. A dinked ball to the far post, and Renown could well have found themselves 1-0 up.
Both the teams creating opportunities here, but unfortunately missing out on all of them. Taro Mohammed here now with the ball, looking for options one-on-one. Dances between the defenders. Sends it back to their skipper. Sanoj Samira takes a long-range effort, but doesn't quite have the power and the target, as it just lobs all the way over out of the playing area. The goalkeeper for Renown will have a goal kick, Mohammed Ushman. A powerful one into the attacking half for them, but quite a contest from the Saunders boys as they win it and manages to retain ball in their attacking half.
Here's Ochuko Frank with his first piece of action. He's got the pace, trouble, and he'll be called for a foul there. It's rather cynical push in the back of Sajid Dharmapala. Hettiarachi takes it and he's found Udens. Sanod Samira, the center of things for Saunders. Here's Niresh, who has strayed offside. And a slight tactical shuffle as well as a result of that substitution. Fazal is now on the right hand side with Frank patrolling the left for Renown. Francis finds Rifnaz. Lovely through ball to Michael, who cuts it back. Fazal now in possession, looking for options. But the pass just not finding his skipper Rifnaz. And it's cleared away for a throw-in in an advanced position for Renown. Hettiarachi is down inside the box for Saunders. He's getting some treatment from the physio, which is why there's a slight hold up. Just a reminder for all our viewers, the winner of this game will face Army Sports Club in the final of the FA Cup. After Army beat Colombo FC 1-0 in the first semi-final played here today at the Racecourse Stadium. Tiarachi is now receiving treatment outside the pitch, which means Saunders are temporarily at least reduced to 10 men. Can Renown make the numerical advantage count? And Fazal just fails to bring the ball under control.
Razik Rishad with the goal kick. Headed away on the half line by the renowned skipper. Sends it up front with a beautiful through ball, and once again the keeper advancing up front at a diving effort to gather the ball safely in his hands.
Great judgment shown by the keeper on that occasion to make that save and prevent the ball going through to Job Michael. Here's Traore Mohammed. Finds Sajid Dharmapala. Ball cut out by Rizni. And Francis is tripped by Krishant Abesekara. Free kick quickly taken. Here's Dimuthu Priyadarshana. Lobbed ball from Francis, put out for a throw-in by Chanuka Eranga. Eranga does well again to clear the ball as Saunders have everyone behind the ball. They haven't really given Renown midfield much space, and now they look to counter, but Francis is in the right place at the right time. Frank, that's a poor ball as crunching challenge, and Rizkan has gone down. Traore Mohammed very sportingly puts the ball out of play there as Rizkan is in a lot of trouble.
Indeed, he seems to be in a lot of pain. Ashwin is just tapping the ground, turning all this way another. And he's now that referee has to call the physio. And yes, he does call the physio. Seems to be in a lot of pain. Two players from Saunders and his teammate attending to him.
Neither player was willing to back down from that challenge on that occasion. That's Isru Pereira and Rizkan. And Rizkan clearly coming off the worst in that particular clash.
Well, with the amount of pain he is in, Ashwin, I really don't think he can continue to play the game. If he does have to be stretched away, it will be a huge blow for Renown.
Yes, but one thing they may want to consider is that there's not much time left for half time. So if he can make it to the end of the half, or they can play with 10 till the end of the half, they can further assess his injury during the break and make any changes or substitutions as required. Injury problems for Saunders as well as Dumido Hettiarachchi, who was in the center of defense. Doesn't look like he'll be able to continue either. And he's currently on the bench receiving treatment. And the signs are that Rizkan doesn't look like he'll be able to continue either. Neither team seem to have ready to substitute.
A lot of injury concerns today, Ashwin. Earlier in the first quarter final as well, Mohammad Ishadid was taken out of the game due to an hamstring injury. The wet and the damp conditions here seems to be causing a lot of trouble for players in their footwork. As Saunders SC tries to send the ball up front, but it doesn't quite connect. But this time it's a beautiful through ball by Niresh, but unfortunately the other teammate of him is deemed offside.
Yes, Krishant Abesekar on that occasion guilty of just being a bit too eager to get onto the end of that beautiful pass by Sundanar Niresh. There's Francis to Fazul. Brings the ball out of defense. Fazal now. Rifnaz. Renown seem to be finding their rhythm, but it's cut out on that occasion by Niresh. And just seen from the fourth official that 3 minutes will be added on to the end of this first half as injury time. There have been several stoppages in play due to knocks and bruises suffered by the players, as here's Niresh now on the left hand side. He's off onside. Was Traore Mohammed, and he's gone down as well, injured.
And of course, a quick reminder about ThePapare.com, a social media platform for a 24/7 news hub targeting both international and national news. You can find us on all major social media platforms, starting off from the Facebook page, Twitter handle, the Instagram account, YouTube, and on SoundCloud. www.thepapare.com, Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub. And we do have a renowned player down on the ground as well.
Yes, Rizkan, who is really struggling to make it to the end of this half. And it seems very unlikely that he'll be able to continue and play any further part, as yes, they're bringing out the stretcher. The injuries have really affected the flow of the game.
And a quick reminder for you of about all the photographs and the videos that are published on thepapare.com are available for purchase at reasonable rates. You can simply send us your request email to info@thepapare.com, or simply call us on our 24/7 hotline 0777 822 which is on your screen right now, and own those moments that we capture forever, as Mohammad Rizkan is carried out on a stretcher. Live pictures brought to you on www.thepapare.com from Racecourse International Stadium, the second semi-final of the 2016 edition of the FA Cup Championship. The first semi-final was won by Army SC, defeating the defending champions and booked their spot in the final. So the winner of this game will meet Army SC on a final of the 2016 FA Cup Championship. And that is the substitute for Mohammad Rizkan. It will be Falul Rahman, who makes his way in. Beg your pardon, it's Shamil who gets the slot of Mohammad Rizkan, who was stretched out due to an injury, as play recommences.
And that will be the end of the first half here between Saunders and Renown SC in the second semi-final of the 2016 FA Cup. It's 0-0 at half-time. Saunders dominating much of the play. And join us again 15 minutes. Catch the action live and exclusive on ThePapare.com.
Every breath you take, every move you make, every game you play, every word you say, I'll be watching you. Every step you take, I'll be watching you. Every step you take, I'll be watching you. Every breath you take, every step you take, every move you make, every game you play, every word you say, I'll be watching you. Every move you make, every step you take, I'll be watching you.
Progress starts with a dream. Through connectivity, technology, and talent, that dream can become a reality. Asiata, with you every step you take.
හලෝ මචං.
හායි
මං හිතුවා ඕස්ට්‍රේලියා ගියාට පස්සේ ලංකාවේ පාරවල් අමතකුණා කියලා. හොයාගන්න අමාරු නේද?
ෆෝන් එකේ ඔන්ලයින් මැප් එක තියෙනවනේ. මෙහෙ ඉන්ටර්නෙට් හරි ෆාස්ට්. එන ගමන් ඊමේල් ටිකක් චෙක් කරගත්තා.
දැන් මෙහෙම තමයි. හොඳම ක්‍රැබ්ස් තින්නෙත් මෙහෙනේ.
අයියෝ අද මැච් එක මිස් වෙනවනේ.
නෑ. අපි ෆුල් කනෙක්ටඩ්. මෙතන ඉඳලා ලයිව් බලන්න පුළුවන්.
ඔසීවලත් මේ වගේ නෑනේ. ලෝකෙම හොඳ මේවනේ මෙහෙ තියෙන්නේ.
දවසින් දවස මේවා අලුත් කරන්නේ ඩයලොග් තමයි.
ලංකාවේ අපේ ජීවිතවල නවතම තාක්ෂණයෙන් සුවිසල් පෙරලියක් කරන්නට අද මෙන්ම හෙටත් ඩයලොග් නිබන්ධව කැපවෙයි.
This is the story of a nation on the move, competing globally through a fiber optic network, delivering solutions instantly with superfast 4G, redefining entertainment with 3G HSPA+, making every day more efficient with Wi-Fi, bringing a world of knowledge to your home with fixed 4G. Get connected to Sri Lanka's fastest network. Dialog, the #1 choice of the people. Dialogue, the future today.
Sawadee can you give me data SIM?
Massage?
No, data SIM.
Massage, very good.
No, data SIM.
You are Sri Lanka? Why you no use dialogue data roaming? Unlimited data, $5 a day.
Unlimited data for just $5 a day?
Yeah. Unlimited, same massage you want?
Me?
Unlimited data roaming for just $5 a day with dialogue roaming. Clearly the best way to roam.
1 for 1 is all I want. 1 for 1 is all I need. Here, what's all this 1 for 1 talk?
The 1 for 1 plan from Dialogue. Get 1 MB free for every 1 minute of talk time, per second charging and a flat rate to any network.
Dialogue 1 for 1 prepaid plan. Dialogue, the future today.
Here? How are you going to stay in touch abroad?
Dialogue roaming. They give the best rates.
Only if you pick the preferred network. Otherwise...
Just get dialogue roaming. It's the one and only best rate on any overseas network, guaranteed.
One guaranteed best rate on any network? Woohoo!
Hassle-free roaming with the best rates in over 200 countries with dialogue roaming. Clearly the best way to roam. Introducing the Ultra 99 postpaid package from Dialogue. Say everything you want to say with the ultra benefits of extra talk time, extra SMS and extra data at a monthly rental of just 99 rupees only. Dialogue, the future today.
Here, where can I get a data SIM? Meh. I say, old chap, where might a fellow find a data SIM card? Kiannako.
You're from Sri Lanka, right?
How did you know?
Why don't you use dialogue data roaming? Unlimited data for $5 a day.
Unlimited data for $5 a day and...
Data unlimited, my patience isn't.
Unlimited data roaming for just $5 a day with dialogue roaming. Clearly the best way to roam.
This is the story of a nation on the move, competing globally through a fiber optic network, delivering solutions instantly with superfast 4G, redefining entertainment with 3G HSPA+, making every day more efficient with Wi-Fi, bringing a world of knowledge to your home with fixed 4G. Get connected to Sri Lanka's fastest network. Dialogue, the #1 choice of the people. Dialogue, the future today.
Sawadee can you give me data SIM?
Massage?
No, data SIM.
Massage, very good.
No, data SIM.
You are Sri Lanka? Why you no use dialogue data roaming? Unlimited data, $5 a day.
Unlimited data for just $5 a day?
Yeah. Unlimited, same massage you want?
Me?
Unlimited data roaming for just $5 a day with dialogue roaming. Clearly the best way to roam.
1 for 1 is all I want. 1 for 1 is all I need. Here, what's all this 1 for 1 talk?
The 1 for 1 plan from Dialogue. Get 1 MB free for every 1 minute of talk time, per second charging and a flat rate to any network.
Dialogue 1 for 1 prepaid plan. Dialogue, the future today.
Here? How are you going to stay in touch abroad?
Dialogue roaming. They give the best rates.
Only if you pick the preferred network. Otherwise...
Just get dialogue roaming. It's the one and only best rate on any overseas network, guaranteed.
One guaranteed best rate on any network? Woohoo!
Hassle-free roaming with the best rates in over 200 countries with dialogue roaming. Clearly the best way to roam. Introducing the Ultra 99 postpaid package from Dialogue. Say everything you want to say with the ultra benefits of extra talk time, extra SMS and extra data at a monthly rental of just 99 rupees only. Dialogue, the future today.
Here, where can I get a data SIM? Meh. I say, old chap, where might a fellow find a data SIM card? Kiannako.
You're from Sri Lanka, right?
How did you know?
Why don't you use dialogue data roaming? Unlimited data for $5 a day.
Unlimited data for $5 a day and...
Data unlimited, my patience isn't.
Unlimited data roaming for just $5 a day with dialogue roaming. Clearly the best way to roam.
This is the story of a nation on the move, competing globally through a fiber optic network, delivering solutions instantly with superfast 4G, redefining entertainment with 3G HSPA+, making every day more efficient with Wi-Fi, bringing a world of knowledge to your home with fixed 4G. Get connected to Sri Lanka's fastest network. Dialog, the #1 choice of the people. Dialog, the future today.
Sawadee can you give me data SIM?
Massage?
No, data SIM.
Massage, very good.
No, data SIM.
You are Sri Lanka? Why you no use Dialog data roaming? Unlimited data, $5 a day.
Unlimited data for just $5 a day?
Yeah. Unlimited, same massage you want?
Me?
Unlimited data roaming for just $5 a day with Dialog roaming. Clearly the best way to roam.
1 for 1 is all I want. 1 for 1 is all I need. Here, what's all this 1 for 1 talk?
The 1 for 1 plan from Dialog. Get 1 MB free for every 1 minute of talk time, per second charging and a flat rate to any network.
Dialog 1 for 1 prepaid plan. Dialog, the future today.
Here? How are you going to stay in touch abroad?
Dialog roaming. They give the best rates.
Only if you pick the preferred network. Otherwise...
Just get Dialog roaming. It's the one and only best rate on any overseas network, guaranteed.
One guaranteed best rate on any network? Woohoo!
Hassle-free roaming with the best rates in over 200 countries. With Dialog roaming, clearly the best way to roam. Introducing the
Welcome back to live and exclusive action of the second semi-final of the FA Cup 2016, brought to you by ThePapare.com. Ended 0-0 at the end of the first half between Renown and Saunders. As there will be a change in personnel for Saunders enforced by injury, as Dumidu Hettiarachchi did go out injured in the dying minutes of the first half. He's replaced by number 19, Mohammad Zahil.
Saunders team is yet to get out of their positions in the field as they are in the final team huddle just before the start of the second half. They've been dominating this game in the first half. Got on to a quite considerable good start, not the fly that they would have expected. Had and maintained a lot of ball possession in the first 45 minutes. And we now let's see, of course, they will have new strategies coming back into the game after having injury concerns, and Shami Ahmed was the replaced player. And finally Saunders off to their respective positions in the field. And it's all set here to start the second half of the second semi-final, this FA Cup 2016 edition.
Yes, a slight tactical shuffle as well, with the new man in, that's Zahil playing on the left, and Sanul Samira will be playing in the center of defense alongside Nyangora and Udez. Niresh is also playing more centrally, with Abdul Mohammed now occupying the right hand side. Traore. Sru Pereira finds Abdul Mohammed, draws the foul from Mochuko Frank. And it's going to be Traore Mohammed to take. But it's too long for Niresh. And Fazal picks up position for Renown. They've been a bit lackluster in the first half, and we're hoping they can create some clear-cut chances for Michael to finish. Here's Rifnaz. Pass to Fazal, just a bit behind him. Great piece of dribbling by Traore Mohammed. He still got it. Now with Niresh. Spreads it out to Abdul Mohammed.
Renown skipper behind the ball, gets it off to his teammate, but a good defensive piece there by Saunders as they turn it over in their attacking half. Just at the edge of the box here, since it back, slows the pace down. And a good start here for Saunders as well, as they have the first offensive phase in this match, still in their own attacking half. Saunders trying all the options. A desperate piece of defense there by Renown as skipper sends it, lobs a little and sends it into their own half, but recovered well by Renown, by Saunders once again.
Here's Shahil. Finds Niresh, two young players. Niresh with a very wayward shot. Ending up closer to the corner flag than the goal. No trouble at all for Usman. High pressure from Krishan Tabesekara. Now Rifnaz to Dimadu Priyadarshana. Gets past his man. But one back by Niresh, and goalkeeper Razik could have done a bit better with that. Here's Rifnaz to Rizni. Fazul just doesn't turn it on very enough for Shamil Ahmed.
Sanoj Samira looking for options, sends it over to Chanuk Eranga. Saunders now once again advancing on to their own attacking half. That's Abesekara, intercepted by Renown, but manages to keep the ball with them, Saunders. And another good interception this time. Shifting gears up in the pace, but Renown, rather Saunders, coming on top of defense.
Here's Ochuko Frank, who hasn't really been able to influence the game as much as Coach Amanullah would have hoped for. Sajid Dharmapala to Isru Pereira. Here's Shahil. Niresh tries the through ball, intercepted by Rizni. As Renown once again move forward. Frank. Is the ball through to Michael. Up against Sanoj Samira. Is able to get the cross in, but Frank slipped at the crucial moment. Yes, Krishan Tabesekara in possession. Gets past Rizni. Lovely through ball here for Shahil, but Dimadu Priyadarshana put the man under pressure, but still able to get a cross in as Saunders now pick up the pieces. Niresh. Abdul Muhammad. It's now with Traore. Back to Abdul Muhammad. Saunders patient in possession, unlike Renown, who uncharacteristically have been trying to rush the play a bit too much. Shahil. Back to Chanuk Eranga. Saunders with a very patient passing play, probing for openings, working the ball left to right, front to back. And they've got a free kick here. Clumsy challenge by Fazul. And it looks like it's Traore Mohammed who's the man down. Sorry, it's Abdul Mohammed.
It's the start of the second half, and as usual, the lights doesn't have seemed to come out as yet in this Racecourse International Stadium. Quite often error committed by the Football Federation of Sri Lanka.
Yes, they did seem to be turning it on towards the end of the first half, but when it does matter, it appears that they no longer are on, as Saunders now trying to launch the ball forward with this free kick. Ball in, flicked on by Krishanta Besekara, and Francis got a touch, and Saunders have a corner. Start of the second half has much been like what we saw in the first half. Saunders dominating the play and possession. As this time the corner in is very poorly dealt with by Usman. And luckily for him, it doesn't amount to much, as the follow-up header goes wide of his near post. Here's Usman. Have to wait a bit more so that kick can be taken, as seems to be a break in play.
It seems to be a confusion in the jersey numbers. As they solve it out off the field, play recommences here.
I'd be surprised if they don't get a booking for that. Renown down, Saunders down to 9, as the shot by Priyadarshana goes behind. Lot of confusion there. Here's Razik with the goal kick. Frank Kochuko sends it right back to where it came from. It'll be another goal kick. The reason for that stoppage was that Abdul Mohammed and Traore Mohammed had switched jersey numbers during half time, leading to a bit of confusion, as the lights still haven't come on, as yes, we are seeing signs they will eventually be turned on as darkness starts to fall on the pitch. Yes, Rizni, Francis, Priyadarshana, Rifnaz. Renown have failed to maintain position where it matters in the opponent's half. And now they have a chance to make a opportunity for themselves. Here's Rizney. Poor ball intercepted by the defense and cleared. Well dealt with by Francis. He was under pressure from Krishant Abesekara. As Hakim does well under the threat of Traore Mohammed to put the ball out for a throw. Shahil's cross blocked by Rifnaz, who now gets the ball again. Rizney brings it out of defense. Can't play it through for Job Michael as Sanoj Samira is there. As here's Shahil again. Niresh takes on the shot, but not enough power or accuracy to trouble the keeper yet again. Saunders, despite all their position, have really failed to create an opening for any of their forwards inside the box in the second half so far. And here's Rizney. Back to Hakim. And a change of voice as well, as I'm joined by Harshan. Your thoughts on the second half so far?
It's again Saunders who have had most of the possession throughout this half, as Renown haven't managed a telling contribution in terms of their offence to trouble the Saunders defence. There have been glimpses of opportunities for Saunders which they have failed to convert, as we see yet another ball being taken out of the box in a rather scrappy manner. We see Traore Mohammed trying to weave past, and he does so. Chips the ball up top, but comfortable take for the keeper. Pretty much has been the story of the game so far.
Yes, not many chances created by either team thus far in this second half, as both coaches still not really trying to shuffle any tactics around. Happy to play the way they are playing. I think Saunders, they may find that okay, but Renown certainly may need to change a thing or two, as Ochuko Frank's ball in, acrobatically cleared by Isru Pereira. And Sanoj Samira deals with the second ball, as Renown still in possession. Rifnaz. Now Rizney. Ochuko Frank wide open, but they don't play it to him, as Abdul Mohammed gets possession. It's 4-on-4. Traore Mohammed gets past one, but maybe should have released it earlier. He had options, as Saunders come again.
Excellent track back by the renowned midfielder who stole the ball from Traore Mohammed's feet. If not, he was destined to get a shot away. Again, Saunders was having a lot of threat on the counter-attack. Renown had a valuable opportunity to breach the Saunders defence, but again, they lacked that telling pass in the end. Not really clinical on the final third of the field. As we see again, they're trying to make something happen on the right as the ball comes to the renowned skipper.
Michael to Rifnaz. Here's Rizney. To Fazul. Hakim puts it out to touch. As Saunders come again with the long throw, but Shamil Ahmed is there and clears the ball out for another throw in. Both coaches, Sumit Valpola of Saunders and Coach Muhammad Amanullah of Renown, at the edge of their technical areas, very animatedly talking to their players. Trip there on Fazal. Here's Shamil Ahmed. Scored a memorable goal here against Navy when they won 5-4 on the final day of last year's Dialogue Champions League. This time in defense. An unlikely candidate to repeat that feat. Chanuke Ranga's clearance is picked up by Francis. Works it to Dimuthu. Here's Rifnaz. Fazul. His cross blocked by Isuru Pereira, but he still has the ball. Fazul Rahman. Good use of his strength. Run all the way through to Dimuthu Priyadarshana. Gets to the byline. And his cross is deflected behind for a corner kick. A set piece that Renown really should make maximum use of, Arshan.
Yeah, they certainly have the height to trouble the Saunders defense. As we can see, their skipper Mohammad Rifnaz is stationing inside the penalty area. And also they have the quality from the edge of the box to take on the shot if necessary. So this will be certainly an interesting corner as Renown are slowly trying to play their way into this FA Cup semi-final. It's a deep ball in and the ball is back towards the striker and his header has been acrobatically saved by the keeper. Again, signs of concern for the Saunders defense for the first time in this game most probably. As Renown again come forward, Mohammad Rifnaz almost had the opportunity, but a foul has been given against the two men in front for Renown, but certainly alarm bells ringing for the Saunders defense for the first time most probably in this game as Renown start to make inroads.
Yes, the two foreign players there. It wasn't a particularly great corner, but Franco Chuko did well to send the ball across the box, and it was Francis Agbeti who did get the header away, as this time Michael played through by Frank again. Just can't direct his shot goalwards and will run out for a throw-in, but fantastic piece of goalkeeping by the Sri Lanka under-19 keeper Razik Rishad to keep the score at 0-0 for Saunders.
Again, a lovely switch of play, which was the cause for that attack to initiate in the first place. I think from the right, the quick change of ball opened up acres of space for the men on the left for Renown. Unfortunately, Job Michael unable to get that telling touch on the ball to make something out of that move, but certainly Renown slowly are getting into the game. Saunders are being pinned to their own half for the last few minutes as another challenge flies in, but the referee says play on.
Rizni to Dimuthu Priyadarshana. Here's Francis Agbeti. Lovely chip ball. Fazal somehow managed to stay in possession, and the shot from Francis Agbeti yet again saved by Razik Rishad.
Lovely piece of play setting off Francis's shot, but the keeper was equal to the task, but it's another corner for Renown nonetheless as they've taken it short, trying to whip the ball in, but the referee sees an infringement and gives a free kick the Saunders way. But Saunders still not convincing in defense. For the first time they have been pinned to their own half for a certain amount of time. Will they be able to get out of their half with this goal kick? We had to see, but certainly Renown trying to stamp the authority for the first time in this FA Cup game.
Yes, this is the Renown we are used to seeing. They found their flow and their passing as here comes Saunders. But the cross fails to trouble the goalkeeper as it just goes behind the goal. As Renown are back up and running quickly. Ball through to Michael. But he slips as he tries to turn and opens the door for Saunders Samira to make a clearance.
Very disappointing cross previously by Krishant Abesekara with all his experience and also the space and time he had. Possibly expected a very good cross in with 3 attacking players in the box, but with the resulting goal kick, Renown again quick to pounce on the opportunity as they don't want to let the foot off the gas with the Saunders relatively on the back foot at the moment.
And Sumit Valpola has made a change for Saunders. It's Abdul Mohammed who's gone off to be replaced by Mohammad Ismat. That's number 14 in midfield as his first contribution to the game is to be taken out by Shamil Ahmed, who will get a yellow card. Sorry, I beg your pardon, that's Rizni who will get a yellow card for his troubles. Here's Traore Mohammed. Goes down the byline and just about dealt with by the Renown defense. There's real concern there as he vaults his way into the box and has won Saunders a corner kick, which Krishant Abesekara will now take.
Traore Mohammed given a lot of space and time to work his way past a few defenders into the box, certainly causing a lot of cause for concern as the keeper from Renown marches out of his line. Fortunately for him, he left 2 defenders on the line who managed to clear the threat away, but certainly not convincing whatsoever from the Renown goalkeeper as Saunders try to work their way back into an attacking position, but Renown managed to clear their lines yet again.
Yes, Mohammad Usman has not looked very convincing all game through, and on that occasion coming out to flap at the air.
Really was an unnecessary decision that he made as clearly his defenders seem to have had the lines covered as a beautiful shot outside the box, but again the Renown, I beg your pardon, the Saunders keeper was up for the challenge. Fortunately for his defenders, it's another throw-in quickly taken by Renown. Here they come with Rizni. Rizni passes the ball back. Again a beautiful ball. Mohammad Rifnas just didn't have the legs as he lunges in towards Udes, who I think got a slight piece of it, winning a free kick for his team. A valuable moment. Again, cause for concern again for Saunders. Their tactical change in switching a few men hasn't worked in their favour as there's a lot of nerves amongst their ranks at the moment.
Yes, I was saying about Shamil Ahmed being unlikely to repeat his feat, and clearly he thought otherwise, marching well off his post at left back to get that fiery shot off, which was once again well saved by Razik Rishad, who contrary to his counterpart in the Renown goal has had an excellent game. Here's Traore Mohammed. Lovely close control. Mohammad Ismat. Krishant Abesekara goes to tries to find Niresh, but it's cut out. That's a ball played towards Fazal, be intercepted by Saunders Samira. Here's Ismat again, a diminutive midfielder. Traore Mohammed against Franco Chuko, cuts inside to Ismat, who finds Krishant Abesekara. The cross in. Just doesn't fall for Niresh, who catches a piece of the defender. That's the skipper Rifnaz.
The ball stolen away from Niresh's feet just in the nick of time as he was about to launch a shot on target. Again, consequently leaving a mark on the opposition skipper. Again, a very high challenge. But Saunders get on with the game, rightly so, as the defender, or the referee rather, ruled it as it being not a foul. Again, the Renown player was not so happy with the decision, but had to get on with the game as Saunders didn't stop for his complaints. Again, a hopeful ball, but easily dealt with by Udes in the Saunders defense. As he passes the ball to his skipper, they're comfortable enough to play the ball out as Udes's pass finds Traore Mohammed. Again, another soft challenge rather, conceding a free kick.
Yes, this game has got rather physical, and let's see whether the introduction of the smaller Mohammad Ismat will have a negative impact on Saunders' chances. Renown scrappy, but managed to emerge from their own half with the ball. Michael, hounded by Udes, who keeps possession and has played through Traore Mohammed on the right hand side. But his cross deflected by Rifnaz and gathered by Usman, who sets Dimuthu Priyadarshan on his way. Lovely 1-2 with Fazal. Plays it through to Job Michael. Chance for Renown. Michael. Last gasp defending by Sanoj Samir. But Michael really should have scored there. Took too long on the ball.
Excellent last ditch challenge by the Saunders keeper, Sanoj Samir. And certainly causing a bit of distress as Sanoj Samir goes to ground, and Mohammad Rizni seemed to be displeased with one of the decisions, but certainly that was the chance for Job Michael to make it count after taking the ball down beautifully on his chest. He sold a dummy to one of the defenders, but the Saunders keeper was equally up for it. But if not for that challenge, they were certainly going 1-0 up as he had the goal at his mercy. The referee, again, a lot of technical stuff and on the ground as bottles are flying in. He's not very pleased by the situation, yet brings things under control.
Lovely piece of build-up play to that chance as well, with Dimuthu Priyadarshana and Fazal exchanging passes in a delightful way before Priyadarshana put the ball in first time when everyone was expecting him to run down the byline. Here's Frank, but that ball will trouble no one as Saunders have a goal kick. We are closing in on 15 minutes to the final whistle. Neither team look like they are the favourites at the moment, as Traore Mohammed just dispossessed in time by Shamil Ahmed. Ismat, Rukushant Abesekara gets the cross in. Usman comes and gathers, finds Fazal. Rifnaz to Fazul. Fazal's open on the right hand side and Fazul can find him. Tried the difficult ball on the outside to try and find Fazul, but blocked And the resulting bowling by Franco Chuko goes straight to Razik Rishad.
Rather disappointing effort by Frank there. From way outside, he tried an outrageous attempt on goal, but didn't seem to trouble the keeper whatsoever as he gathers yet another deflection of his skipper. Slowly, Renown turning into the team which is posing the bigger threat in the game compared to Saunders, who dominated pretty much most of this FA Cup semi-final tie. But now, little by little, it's Renown who are asking the questions from the Saunders defence. As we see yet another hopeful attack being broken down by a loose pass. But it's certainly Renown on the front foot at the moment.
Yes, Renown very much in the ascendancy. As that time Rifnaz can't keep the ball in. Play on, says the referee. Rifnaz, yes, he's given the foul now on Krishanta Besekara. Fazul not quite happy with that decision. It's Abesekara to take. Niresh can't keep possession. It's cleared. Krishanta Besekara loses out. It's Fazul. He's got options. Goes for glory, trying to chip the keeper from miles out near the near the centre circle, but doesn't really trouble him.
Fazlur Rahman trying to be a little too smart whilst having the numbers with him, with Job Michael marching in front of him, but tried to go for goal. Unfortunately, didn't have the precision it required. It's a lovely ball played forward. Mohammad Rizni is asking for the penalty, yet the referee hardly seems to be interested in the call. Again, a lovely little 1-2, helping the Renown players make some inroads.
Yes, Rifnaz on that occasion looked like he was that was hopeful rather than a genuine shout at a penalty. Went to ground way too easily. He now has the ball. Tries to clip that one over the defence for one of their two forward players, but fails to do so. Fazul muscles his man off the ball. Priyadarshana to Rizni.
Again, both players not in the same wavelength, as Rizni's idea was not matched by his teammate, giving away valuable possession, but they're able to regroup and get the ball back as they slowly try to build another attack from the back. Certainly Saunders limited to defending in this last few stages of the game. Again, a lovely ball. Uday seemed to be comfortable, which he is, rolling the ball under his eyes for another goal kick.
Just 10 minutes left in this game, and they're none the wiser to know who will book their place in the final of the FA Cup. As a surprising decision, Niresh is coming off for Saunders and is replaced by Udara. Indriva Udara. As here's Franco Chuko. Fazal. This ball in cut out by Samira. Here's Frank. Off target yet again.
AC Frank certainly taking on the shots, regardless of which part of the field he is. Certainly not pleasing his captain, who is having a few words with him. Yet doesn't seem to be stopping Frank from doing so. But still a lot of space provided for the Renown defense as a beautiful ball is put forward for Job Michael to contest. Fortunately, again, the keeper comes up trumps and makes that telling touch before Michael's able to pounce onto it.
Yes, Razik Rishad has been at the top of his game. Play of the game so far for me as here's Francis Akbeti. Launches it to Shamil Ahmed. Fazul can't find Michael. Krishant Abesekara has won the ball under pressure from Francis, but he can't find Traore Mohammed. Mohammed Ismat taken out by Rifnaz. Late in the tackle there.
Surprisingly enough, a caution has not been shown to the Renown skipper, but seemed like a 50-50 ball. Yet it was a very hefty challenge thrown in to the substitute from Saunders, Mohammed Ismat. Yet it's a free kick nonetheless. Krishanta Abesekara seems to be the player taking in charge of it. Only 4 bodies thrown up front. Clearly Krishanta Abesekara going directly towards goal, but fails to trouble the keeper, who quickly gets rid of the ball as Job Michael tries to launch a counter. Chuko Frank with the clearance. Mohammed Rizni. Rifnaz rather, beg your pardon, the skipper. Again, an attempt of a lovely through ball. Curtailed by Udez. Lovely awareness by the centre back. Again, ball stolen. Substitutes still not up to the pace of the game by the looks of it. Job Michael dances past his defender and wins a throw in for his team. As the Saunders skipper hits to the ground, picks himself up.
Yes, I think Sanoj Samir and the coach's decision to move him back to midfield has really affected the Saunders game. I don't recall many touches in possession for his other midfield partner when he was in midfield, Sajid Dharmapala. In the second half, as another Saunders attack fizzles out, they've struggled to keep the ball in the middle of the field, which is where Renown now are dominating, with Sanoj Samir playing in that centre-back position. However, Saunders have fresh legs now in the form of Ismat and Udara in that area, as they look to try and make the most of this, what's left of this game, to try and find a winner. Here's Franco Chuko for Renown. Fazal loses his footing. Rifnaz goes for goal, just over.
Excellent attempt by the Renown skipper there with the little space he had. Almost caught the keeper napping. Fortunately for the keeper, it was hit a bit too good. Flared on top of his bar, much to the delight of his team. But certainly an opportunity created out of nothing for Renown. Again, as the game approaches the last 5 minutes, it seems like whoever manages to find the breakthrough will progress to the finals. It's been such a game throughout this second semi-final, so both teams will press forward as much as possible to find that crucial breakthrough which they've been looking for.
Francis to Fazul. Rifnaz. Fazal tries to work some space, but was caught in two minds between passing to Rifnaz and taking the shot on, and in the end does neither. A massive crowd now gathered here at this Racecourse International Stadium, as they too, I'm sure, eagerly anticipate the prospect of a penalty shootout between these two Colombo teams.
They've certainly had their money's worth with an end-to-end game with both teams. I think after the early dominance from Saunders, Renown supporters have now been treated for a rich style of football, which unfortunately for the supporters and the team, which neither one of them have been able to find that telling blow to seize the initiative of the game. Yet here come Renown again as a lovely ball. Again, just as Frank was about to pounce onto it, defensive clearance comes. Scrappy yet effective by Saunders as Renown take another throw in.
Shamil Ahmed loses out to Mohammad Ismat, and he will now take the throw. It's now with Rizni. Sprays it across to Francis Agbeti, who crosses the center line. Fazal now on the ball. Francis Agbeti running on the outside. Fazal, his toe poked it through, and a great save, but Rifnaz was offside.
Again, causes for concern for the Saunders defense. Fortunately for them, Mohammad Rifnaz was offside, but even still it was the Saunders keeper who came on top of that tussle again, managing to prevent Rifnaz from beating him. Still a player on the field to put a ball past him. So certainly a lot of confidence for the young man, who also is the Sri Lanka under-19 keeper. If this game was to go into a penalty phase, he will carry a lot of confidence out of this performance into the penalty shootout. So it will be still a nerve-wracking shootout nonetheless, with both set of supporters backing their teams from start to finish, which is a wonderful sight to see in this all-important semi-final. As a free kick has been won by the Saunders keeper, but the striker comes out worst of the challenge. He clearly seems to be in a lot of discomfort, and the referee slowly marching towards the player. And surprisingly enough, he hasn't called for any sort of assistance, and the game resumes.
Yes, that's Shahil. Look to try and run a few seconds off the clock. He's up and running now. As Fazul. Now to Rizni. Shamil Ahmed. Renown still patient in possession. Back to Rizni. Rifnaz. Poor ball there. Trying to find Fazul. Traore Mohammed now. How much energy does he have left? He's been running all game. Finds Shahil. That's a decent cross in, but Usman reads it and gathers. Sanod Samira, not the tallest man, but just about gets his head on that one, as it's eventually cleared. Fazul now wins a free kick.
Traore Mohammed clearly seemed to have lost a bit of steam from his engine. He was the most lively player for Saunders during the first half of play. But again, just as Saunders gathered position, was unable to make a telling touch. As again, a beautiful ball by Francis. It's been whipped into the box. Frank rather, I beg your pardon. Yet again, the striker was beaten by the keeper to the ball. Again, the young man showing a lot of composure when it matters, as Saunders try to launch yet another attack. Unable to find their front man, Mohammad Traore. Again, the referee being very lenient on the tackler. Looked like a certain yellow card the way he flew into the feet of his opposite number. Fortunate not to be booked as we see the substitution put into play. But again...
Yes, Job Michael going off, and it's Mohammad Umaid who will come on. Definitely they are thinking of what may happen if they don't score within these last few minutes.
A lot of eyebrows raised as one of the key strikers has been withdrawn, as the game seemingly looks to be going into a shootout. Only the coach of Renown would know as to what he intended with the tactical change. As we see the free kick, Mohammad Rizni tried to go through the wall, unfortunately unable to breach the Saunders wall. Just as they play the ball out, it's the final whistle which has been blown, and the game surely now going into a penalty shootout, as both set of players try to catch a bit of a breather before the all-important shootout to decide the finalists.
Yes, the penalty shootout, what Russian roulette is to a casino, penalty shootout is to football, as we'll now have a look at some of the statistics that we've seen throughout this game. As you can see, attempts pretty much equal come the end of the game between Saunders and Renown. Both teams also troubling the goalkeeper as equally. However, Renown did have some fantastic chances in the second half that really required Razik Rishad to be at his very best, as Renown also picking up 2 bookings in throughout the game, as Saunders also picked up a late yellow card just prior to that free kick being taken. Coaches have a final word with their players, sorting out their penalty shootout, the lists, who will take which penalty.
Certainly going to be a huge test of their nerve, not just the penalty takers but also the goalkeepers, who have to be composed throughout all 5 kicks directed towards them. So I'm sure both keepers, as much as the players, have been given a talk to. Very crucial as to the keepers keeping their composure, because as we saw in the quarterfinals, it was actually the keepers who came out trumps between the Air Force and Army shootout. So certainly the keepers will play a huge part in this.
Yes, it's a real chance for a keeper to become a hero and take his team through to the final of this 2016 FA Cup final. Generally, it's always better, in my experience, to take the first kick. Always less pressure on the taker than when you have to score to tie the game. As the referee will now call on the captains to decide on who takes the first penalty. Referee for the game, Dilan Pereira, one of Sri Lanka's and South Asia's best officials. Was a part of the Under-17 World Cup held in Chile. First Sri Lankan referee to make an appearance in a world competition.
Referee calling up both the skippers to decide who will take the first kick. I'm pretty sure whoever wins the toss will want to take the first kick at that, as that's going to reduce a lot of pressure from their side. Yet to see who that is, as the mandatory handshakes have been taken.
Both teams in a huddle. This is it. This is pressure. No better test of nerves and composure in football than a penalty shootout.
Kicks will be taken towards the goal, towards the right of your screen, as the linesmen take their positions alongside the referee, and it seems as though it's actually Renown who have gotten the early advantage of taking the first kick of the shootout. Certainly a lot of pressure on both players, especially the kick taker up against one of Sri Lanka's finest goalkeeping prospects, the under-19 goalkeeper, the young man keeping his composure throughout the game, will have a lot of confidence going into this. So will Mohammad Rizni, who had a very good game. Mohammad Fazal, I beg your pardon. So it will be a test of both their nerves as we are to see how it unveils in the first kick.
Fazal, he does stutter his run-up on occasions. Let's see what he's going to do on this occasion. Goes straight and it's off the crossbar and out.
Left the keeper rooted, but unfortunately for Fazal, he only managed to hit the woodwork, much to the delight of the Saunders supporters in the field. As it has turned out, it is not the early advantage for Renown, it's just an advantage handed back to Saunders with a missed kick. Certainly he must be really disappointed in that kick. With the keeper rooted, he had the goal at his mercy, but unable to capitalize on it.
It's going to be Sajid Dharmapala to take the first penalty for Saunders, a chance to give his team an early advantage in the shootout. Sajid Dharmapala against Mohammad Usman. Dharmapala goes and he's netted it right into the bottom corner. A brilliant penalty placement and just enough power to beat the goalkeeper as Saunders have the advantage after one.
Excellently taken penalty kick to the bottom right corner. The keeper guessed the right way, but unfortunately for him, the kick was taken excellently by the taker, as it had too much precision and sufficient power for it to creep past his trailing arm.
And next up for Renown, the experienced Fazul Rahman. But pressure does strange things to even the most experienced of players. But apparently Fazul is not one of them. Stutters his run up and puts his penalty coolly along the ground and into the bottom corner. 1-1.
The Saunders keeper yet again to make a decision on which side he wanted to go. Again seemed to be rooted to his line. Yet it was a very calmly taken penalty. Swatted away to his right side to even things up. But the Saunders keeper could yet again hand in the advantage to his team with the second kick to be taken.
Sanod Samira, another experienced campaigner. And off the crossbar and out again. 1-1. And it's, as we were, all things tied up again after two penalties.
Carbon copy of the first miss in the shootout, as Sanod Samira goes to the same direction as the first kick taker for Renown did, and eventually came out of that kick just as much as he did with nothing. Again, the advantage has been lost by Saunders, as the third kick is to be taken now all square again as we stood. 1-1 to both teams.
Francis Agbeti, the centre back. He has shown an appetite to get forward. But let's see how he's feeling, how are his nerves. Francis Akbeti strolls up, and another brilliant penalty all along the ground into the bottom left corner. Gives Renown the lead and puts the next penalty taker under pressure. And that's going to be Mohammad Shahil, the youngster, product of Zaira College. Now with pressure on his shoulders to tie things up for Saunders. And he'll be taking the penalty against his teammate from school, Mohammad Usman.
Certainly going through his rituals before allowing his opponent to take the kick.
Shahil. And too close to the goalkeeper. It wasn't hit with power or precision. And a comfortable save in the end for Mohammad Usman, as Renown had the advantage after 3.
Poor penalty under the circumstances. He certainly knew what he wanted to do, but he lacked the precision which is required, handing in a very easy save for his former teammate, who possibly would have known as to what his routine would have been in terms of what penalty or which side he goes in terms of a penalty.
Yes, we now see why Mohammad Umaid was brought on. A calm penalty, as all 3 penalties that have been scored by Renown are real top-class penalties. Mohammad Umaid brought on late in the game for Michael, as now all pressure is on Indriva Udara, who has to score to keep his team in the game.
The renowned keeper will be having his tail up after making a very crucial save. The previous kick, again going through his pre-penalty ritual, taking his time with it. Here we go.
Great penalty by Indriva Udara.
Again, the keeper did guess the right side, but it was hit too well for the renowned keeper. Again, 3-all as we stood. 3-2, I beg your pardon.
Yes, Rifnaz now has the opportunity to deliver his team the win. The 3 before him have hit excellent penalties. Mohammad Rifnaz against Razik Rishad. Rifnaz converts his penalty, and Renown are through to the finals of the FA Cup 2016.
Excellent penalty by the skipper. Cool and calm under the situation, and certainly delivered for his team. Knew exactly what he was doing, but to take nothing away from the renowned keeper, crucially saving the penalty which possibly handed them advantage for Renown over Saunders after Renown missed their very first penalty. So, deservingly so, it's Renown who take their place alongside Army SC in this year's FA Cup final.
Yes, it's been a fantastic day of football here at the Racecourse Stadium, as we found out who would be booking their places in the final of the FA Cup. A fantastic game of football here, concluding in an excellent penalty shootout, has seen Renown book their place alongside Army, who overcame Colombo FC 1-0 early on in the day. And we'll see you all on the final on the 11th of June at 6:30 p.m. at the Racecourse Stadium. And that's all from me and the team. We thank you for watching our coverage, live and exclusive, brought to you by ThePapare.com, sharing the passion.
ගියත් කොතැන හිටියත් ශ්‍රී ලංකා පිලේ එංගලන්ත සංචාරයේ උණුසුම් අවස්ථා ඔබේ මොබයිල් එකෙන් සජීවීව ඩයලොග් මයි ටීවී වෙතින්ම පමණයි. ඩේටා කාස්තුවක් නොමැතිව දවසටම රුපියල් 333ක් වැනි සුළු මුදලකට ඇති තරම් නරඹන්න. ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ටයිප් කර 82කට SMS කරන්න. ඩයලොග් වෙතින් මයි ටීවී අනාගතය ආදායි.